tin here. Another one underneath this cover over here. Get the gun on that one too. Just want to get the surge tank out of my way.
So if you cracked your reservoir, the radiator reservoir, and you're replacing this, the only thing you have to do is take off this hose and the hose at the bottom right here. It'll come right out for you and reconnect your new one in.
Okay, so we're putting these two bolts back in here. Got one here. And we got one underneath the cover here. Let's get the zip gun, tighten these up. We didn't have to take any hoses off or anything. Tony said he sees that these crack a lot. This one's not crack or leaking, so we're not doing anything with it. And let me just tighten these two bolts down. All right, so we're filling our reservoir up, and we got about 60% of the gallon in. We're gonna have to run this thing, waiting for it to drop down. And we're also serviced our transmission, so we're gonna do some fluid in the transmission in this. And this is dropping down slowly. You can see it dropping down on the level on the side over here. So,
So Steve, this is how you fill the radiator up too, right?
Correct.
Because I have a Kia that's the same way. You can't really fill the radiator other than through the reservoir.
right.
And it
That's what
kind
it is, yeah.
yeah, right. Yeah, there's no radiator cap on top of the radiator.
This is technically the radiator cap that's pressurized right here.
Always changing stuff, aren't they?
Yeah, well, these have been around for a while now.
Yeah.
Everybody's going to the plastic surge tanks, they call them. We'll top this thing off, and then we'll have to run it, and then it's going to burp and drop the level down, and then we'll top it off again. And then ultimately in the morning, after it's been driven today, and then tomorrow morning, you'll just take the cap off and top the level off to make sure that it's the perfect level. Probably going to burp a quart. Burp some air out of it, and you might be able to get maybe a quart in it. Looks like we're going to get 1 full gallon in this thing before we have to burp it. All right, we topped off our coolant. We got 1 full gallon in this thing, and we're going to run it outside. Because we drained everything, the thermostat hasn't opened up again. So we bought 2 gallons of coolant. We're going to start it and run it outside, and then we'll see the level drop down on it, and then we'll top it off. And then after you run it today, tomorrow morning, when it's cold, it'll be at its right level, and you may have to add a quart or a half a quart or something.